Hello everyone. I just had a fantastic event. It was and I'm not exhausted. I'm actually kind of energetic or buzzed. I am so sorry about this phone. I'm in my trailer, which is a mobile camper, so any little movement inside or outside is going to make the phone move because it is actually swinging from a nail. It's because I have a little hook and a little rubber band, and it works perfect as far as size. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. I do what I can. Today I had a really good event, and I wanted to get on here and kind of because sometimes I like to just sit in the silence and meditate or just kind of collect the day. And I thought, you know what? I did a lot of what if Spirit was sending me messages through the people that came in and got painted today. So I started thinking, okay, well, that's very curious. I bet I just had a little fairy feather just land from inside here. I don't know how it got in here, but it just dangled. So maybe I'm on the right path. I don't know. But I like to reflect at the end of the day about all the face paints that I did and all of the joy that I may have been able to participate in. Now, I do not think that I am the one making everybody happy. I think that it's an experience that we are having as we come together. Like the children come in or the adults come in and they want to do something for themselves. And I think that's a great big lesson for all of us. So what I did was like, okay, I'm gonna use my spirit animal cards and kind of connect to the energy today and see what spirit was guiding me towards, because I do feel like there's messages that sometimes we get too involved in that we don't see the messages, but as a collective I think that they would come out. So I pulled 3 cards, and the way I read these intuitively, of course, is I read the first card as this, like the overall theme, like the theme of the feeling or the essence or the communication, which is so funny. And then the second card is usually the challenge that is either, I don't want to say blocked, because I don't think that anybody really is ever blocked. I think that we hold our own doors closed, and that's just a personal belief of mine. And if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, okay. But the second card is usually a challenge or an opportunity or a chance to dig deeper, just a little deeper. And that's usually where that go with that. And then that very last card that I pull, because I try to keep them small and simple and fun and light-winded, not anything real deep or like cosmic, which is nothing wrong with that, but there's a time and place, and doing a face paint event is not the place for a real deep conversation. I don't believe anyway, yet. But the last card is usually the guidance or what we can actually focus on or use as a tool to move forward through this big theme. Okay, so with that said, I settled down into just kind of my state, just kind of relaxing, and I pulled the first card, which is the overall theme of today, was community. Now, the funny thing about this card, when I pulled it, the first thing that popped up is I had a little girl in the trailer who asked for a honeybee. So we had a cute little conversation about honeybees and how helpful they are for the environment. Now, we didn't get real in deep because we didn't need to. She was already in love with bees, okay? So we didn't really need to go into that, but I was able to communicate with her and find out what she knew. Because you know what? You never know. They might know more than you. You just listen. And that's the bigger picture about being a part of the community. You find out what everybody knows. You find out what you know, and you put them together and see if you can't grow together. Like the bees. The bees actually form a community. There's helper bees. There's worker bees. There's the queen bee, which I think I'd like to be the queen bee. Just my own personal opinion. But they all come together and they all have a purpose. They all have a role to play. They also can, look out for one another because it's part of their job. The scout bees are as also, you start thinking about all these little hats that these little bees play to keep their community growing. So that was actually kind of really interesting that popped up. So I went to that and I thought, okay, was there something I was missing out of that conversation, or maybe something in the moment? So I just let those thoughts wander, but I just let them go because I don't feel like I need to hold on to them. It was just a sign that this was relevant, right? So the second card is the challenge, the opportunity, or the chance to dig deeper. And that card is partnership. I love that because just like I was explaining, the worker bees, the helper bees, the queen, the scouts, all of those, right? They're all working together. They have created that partnership. Just like me face painting. These kids or these people have their faces. That's my canvas. That is my canvas. They come into this trailer with their canvas, and I get to create art. And usually it's the colors that they want, the image that they want, the ideas that they want. And sometimes they'll even draw me pictures. How much more of a partnership do you need? The job that I have created, or this career that I have stumbled across, is a partnership. Using the communities that come to me to create a partnership. And I'm like, okay, so I need to, or I'm not need, because we don't ever need anything. I get the chance to dig a little deeper and find out how I can become more of a community partner to these events. Maybe that's a possibility. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is. You never know. Now the third card, again, like I said, the last card that I pull is usually what I need to, or not again, what I need, although maybe there's something important there. Maybe I feel that there's something I need to do. And, and again, this last card is messenger. Now I love that it's a bird because birds have such a different perspective to the world because they see it in a different way. Like we see it at this level, right? At the very beginning when I'm talking about the camera angle, I hung it there because it got a better view of what I wanted present, except for the clutter in my kitchen area. So just don't look at that. Just don't look at that. Anywho, but that's what I'm saying. We have a perspective. Like, is it our perspective? Is it somebody else's perspective? Is it the bird's perspective, which is like way up here, and he's like looking up here, and he can see all my gray hairs. But that's what's coming in through this for me, is that maybe I'm too close to the subject. I have heard that a lot of readers don't read for themselves because it's so much harder, because you're wanting to fix it, or you want to answer your own questions. That makes total sense. So with this coming up, to get a different perspective, then maybe that's definitely the reason why we look for other readers to kind of validate what we're going with, because we're too close to the subject to actually be, what is the word? Somebody else has got to have the word. Partial. Thank you. So yeah, we take the messages, take a step back and look at the bigger picture to see the overall thing, to see how it's working out, to see how it's playing, to see how things are actually just kind of fitting in and flowing. Oh my gosh, I haven't even washed my hands yet. I'm so full of face paint. I have such a fun job. I really, really do. So yes, thank you very much. I hope that this actually little mini reading, or this little reflection on your day, that is it. That is it. When you have done something and you want to reflect on the day, pull some cards, or just read a book, whatever stands out. You don't have to read cards or anything like that. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever divination you like, or whatever just joy that brings you. Just do it. Just do it. And have yourself a wonderful day. Love you.